I didn't see you sitting there.
No, obviously not.
You know, Olivia, I think that we can have a meal near each other without a referee, don't you?
No, Josh? Oh, that's right. He left you to close a deal in Singapore.
No, he left because he had a business trip.
Yeah, but he didn't take you with him. It's not very promising for a budding relationship. Trouble in paradise already.
Well, you know, that's kind of fun for a change, when it's your choice. But actually, Holly is going to be joining me in a few minutes.
Well, it's a choice for me, too. Alan was called away on business at the last minute.
That is such a disappointment.
He goes on business trips all the time.
No, you're a disappointment.
Excuse me?
Alan nearly ruined your entire harbor project, something that you put your heart and soul into.
What is your point?
He wouldn't have had to bother, because you would have ended up with him anyway. He was the one with all the power and all the money, something that you couldn't accomplish on your own. So in the end, it's the bottom line, not your heart, that mattered.
You don't know what matters to me. And you don't know anything about my relationship with Alan. I'm not like you, Reva. I'm not waiting for some storybook ending that will never happen. And as far as Alan is concerned, what we have together, I know what it is. No illusions.
Well, don't underestimate him. Remember, I was married to the man.
Yes, but you were looking for Josh. See, I know who Alan is, and I'm not trying to make him into anything different. And what's more, he is not looking for anything or anyone else.
He may love you now, but it's what he makes of that love.
What have you done in the name of love, Reva? What have I done, for that matter? In my opinion, it's Alan who should be worried.
Ladies.
Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Olivia, I have been meaning to call you forever.
You know what? It's okay, because I've been busy and you've been busy, and I've been way too exhausted to play phone tag, so...
Same. We must do better. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Sorry to be late.
That's okay. No problem at all. Okay. It's the usual. No. I annoy her, she annoys me, and then we go back to our separate corners.
Mm-hmm. And life goes on.
That's right.
And as I recall, in the battle for Josh's heart, you won.
I did, didn't I?
Hi, sweetie. Thank you for letting me barge in. I promised only to take a couple minutes of your time.
You may take as many minutes as you like.
Do you want something to eat or drink?
No, thank you. I'm really just passing through. I have to get back home, report to Aunt Maida so she can relax and finally go to sleep. But I wanted to talk to you about the press for the Lighthouse Gala.
Well, please tell Aunt Maida that we're way ahead of her there. We've already discussed a feature and maybe even a week-long series about the history of the lighthouse, including all of the unique individuals who have actually lived there. That sort of thing.
Yes, and that's just the TV coverage. We've got other ideas for the paper.
Oh, thank God. I knew this would be easy. Rick has been telling her that she's just been worrying too much about this. It's too early. But, you know, then again, Rick's idea of planning an event is telling us the company's coming when the doorbell's ringing and then ordering pizza.
Well, tell Maida that the press is covered. We're going to have more lights from the cameras that night than from the lighthouse.
Oh, good.
Hi. Michelle, I couldn't help it over here. I'm like a moth to the flame when it comes to the lighthouse. In fact, I took a series of photographs when Lewis was surveying the construction, and I'd be happy to share them with you as part of the celebration.
Wow, thank you, Olivia. That would be really nice.
Yeah, no problem. And Alan and I are actually very excited about the restoration. And I know that Claire had to step down as co-chair, so I'd be happy to step in if you need me.
Oh, well, actually, Aunt Maida just invited Richard and Cassie Winslow to co-chair.
You're kidding!
They accepted.
Oh, that's great!
Yeah.
That's a wonderful way for Richard to feel at home in Springfield.
Yeah, that's great. Well, if there's anything else that I can do...
Well, I think we have everything covered right now, but thank you for the offer. Oh, thank you both. I have to run.
Okay, give her our love.
Well, this is great. A project everyone can be involved in.
Absolutely.
Olivia, I'd love to see some of the pictures you took. Maybe we can use them in the journal.
Sure, Holly. Anytime. So, well, ladies, it's been fun, but I have to run. I have a date with Alan on the phone. Surprised you aren't doing the same with Josh.
Well, I'm not one to wait by the phone.
No, of course you're not.
You too. Gonna have to get used to running into each other. Small town.
I know. I know that, and I wish I could just let what she says roll off my back, but I can't because there's some of it that is true.
Well, what do you mean?
I would have loved to have gone to Singapore with Josh, but he wanted to go alone.
Maybe he thought you would be too much of a distraction. I know if I took Buzz on a business trip, it would be...
No, Holly, there's more to it than that. I think Josh realized after a long time that he has a problem of jumping from one relationship to another. I mean, the ink hasn't even dried on his divorce papers from Olivia, and he's already on one knee proposing to me.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, I understand. I do. After Noah, I felt the need to be alone myself for a while. And it was good. I needed it.
Mm-hmm. But understanding and knowing and feeling are different things.
Yeah, and I like the feeling of taking it slow. But I haven't heard from him in a week and a half. You know what? Enough about that. What's going on?
A little present for you that I brought you from my trip.
I don't want it.
How do you know you haven't even opened it yet?
I know.
Well, Olivia, why don't you speak plainly and tell me what it is you want, and then I will get it for you.
While you were away, Maida Bauer pulled a fast one.
Really?
She decided to make Richard and Cassie Winslow honorary co-chairs of the Lighthouse benefit. And then she sent her skinny little niece to tell me that I had no place in it.
And?
And once again, I have to watch Richard playing royalty while I collect people's coats. I thought that since you practically financed the restoration,
Not the entire restoration.
most of it, I naturally assumed that you and I would be hosting the benefit.
Naturally.
Are you teasing me?
Naturally. Olivia, nothing gives me greater pleasure than your utter contentment.
Well, apparently not, except for Danny Santos.
We need him, Olivia,
For what?
to light a fire under my complacent sun. Philip responds very well to competition, and Danny Santos just may be the perfect foil.
You know, something is missing. Do you get that feeling? Something's not right. I know what it is.
What's that?
The shadow of Gus Toro's not hanging over our heads. My, what are we gonna do?
Have a good time. Let's not talk about anything other than us, please. For the first time in I don't know how long, it feels like there's nobody looking over our shoulder.
Except for Alan Spaulding. Why is he staring at us like that?
Olivia, I want you to help me reel in Danny Santos. You do that, and I'll give you anything you want.
Anything?
He's got Spaulding written all over him. He just doesn't know it yet.
You want me to seduce him?
No. I want you to make him feel wanted. You're very good at that.
What do you think this is? Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Extra salt.
Well,
hello.
Hello.
look who's up and about. Danny, you had us worried there for a while.
Yeah, well, I'm back. I'm taking it a day at a time.
Good.
Good to see you.
You look wonderful.
Well, thank you. Not bad for a guy who was in a coma for several weeks.
No, I mean it. You really look wonderful. You have this amazing energy in your eyes.
Thanks. Thank you.
The doctor said
Join us.
as long as he avoids stress, he should be fine.
Well, I don't assume you had an opportunity to think about the job offer that we talked about before the accident, so I will refresh your memory. Danny, you'll remember the last time we were together, I offered you a job.
Yeah, I remember it was a pretty good offer. A little generic, but...
What do you mean by generic?
Well, it had the usual perks and bonuses, but aside from that, it lacked something. I don't know what. Something.
Why don't you try to tell me what?
The guarantee that I will find it worth my while.